On August 25, 1530, Ivan IV of Russia, one of the most controversial rulers in history, was born in the Kremlin Palace in Moscow, Russia. Although everyone knew him as Ivan as a child, he later became known as Ivan the Terrible. However, the word terrible does not just mean terrible. The original Russian meaning was frightening or extraordinarily powerful, but various events in his life gave this name a truly terrifying meaning. When Ivan was only 3 years old, his father Vasily III died. Then his mother, Elena Glinskaya, temporarily took over the reign. But when Ivan was only 5 years old, he also lost his mother. Many historians believe that she was poisoned. Such a great grief at such a young age profoundly changed Ivan's mind. The little prince became a helpless prisoner in the struggle for power. After the death of his parents, the influential boyars or noble families of Russia began to fight among themselves for power. No one respected little Ivan. He was often left without food, humiliated and forced to live alone. This cruel environment ignited the fire of revenge in his mind. Despite his difficult childhood, Ivan loved to read books. He was deeply interested in religious texts, history and politics. He had an extraordinary memory and began to develop ideas about governance from an early age. This interest in acquiring knowledge later formed the basis of his administrative skills. In 1547, at the age of only 16, Ivan crowned himself the first Tsar or Emperor of Russia. Before that, Russian rulers were called Grand Princes. With this new title, he announced that all of Russia would become a powerful empire. His coronation ushered in a new era in Russian history. Early in his reign, Ivan carried out many important reforms. He enacted new laws, strengthened the administration, and modernized the army. Under his leadership, Russia conquered the Kazan Khanate and the Astrakhan Khanate. This greatly expanded Russia's borders and established complete control over the Volga River. Ivan's most beloved wife, Anastasia Romanovna, died in 1560. He believed that his wife had been poisoned. After this incident, Ivan gradually became suspicious, cruel, and mentally unstable. He began to consider many people around him as enemies. To further strengthen his power, Ivan formed a special force called the Oprichnina. The members of this force wore black, and their job was to find and severely punish suspects. Thousands of people were arrested, tortured, and killed. The massacre in Novgorod in particular is known as one of the most horrific events in history. A terrible incident is mentioned in history in 1581. In a fit of rage, Ivan hit his eldest son, Ivan Ivanovich, on the head with a scepter. Most historians believe that his son died from that blow. After his son's death, Ivan fell into deep remorse. This incident is considered the most tragic chapter in his life. Ivan the Terrible died on March 28, 1584. After his death, Russia entered a period of political instability. Yet history remembers him on the one hand as the first Tsar of Russia, a skilled administrator and an empire-expanding ruler, and on the other hand as a symbol of ruthlessness, fear and bloodshed. Therefore, Ivan the Terrible is a ruler in whose life, glory and cruelty stand side by side.